Maria Cruz Melendez will deliver the opening statements for the prosecution tomorrow in R. Kelly's RICO trial. And it's here, you guys. The trial is here. I've been praying for R. Kelly all day. I've been saying all sorts of affirmations and putting positive energy out there. I've kept a positive attitude this entire time, no matter what has transpired, because I believe in R. Kelly's innocence. I believe he was set up, and I believe he's a good man that has been done wrong by a lot of people in his life. And I'm rocking with him no matter what. You know, I'm rocking with him no matter what they say. R. Kelly, my favorite artist of all time. And he will always have my support. Thomas Farinella put out a tweet saying that he will vigorously defend R. Kelly and that the public has only heard one side of the story so far. And I really hope they will vigorously defend him, like Farinella says. Hopefully they have a good opening statement. They have a good opening statement and a good closing statement. Can be no mistakes. Can be no mistakes. This is their opportunity to talk to the jury uninterrupted. And it can't be any mistakes. The government has overcharged R. Kelly. In my opinion, he never should have been charged federally. He never should have been charged at all. But they did overcharge him by adding in this RICO because R. Kelly is not an enterprise. One man ain't no enterprise. The government needs to stop telling lies. R. Kelly is an entertainer and a human being who, for decades, has traveled all over the world and entertained millions of fans. And he's a man, and he likes sex, and he has had sex with a lot of women. And I don't think that it's fair that R. Kelly is charged with RICO for seeing a girl that he liked at the concert and taking her out and having sex with her. I don't see that as a crime, because y'all did not arrest Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger has said publicly that he has had 13-year-old girls back in the day. The Rolling Stones used to have all sort of orgies. I don't see one indictment for Mick Jagger and none of these other white rock stars that had all these women backstage. Only R. Kelly's on trial. I don't see a RICO for Mr. Charlie Sheen. But continue to pray for R. Kelly, y'all. They're going to have to prove R. Kelly is an enterprise. And I don't think they can do that. And if we have a fair jury, and I told y'all I wasn't nervous about the jury. I thought I would be, oh my God, panicking. But I think this jury is going to be fair, especially the woman that's the fraud detector. Hopefully she's able to detect that these whores are liars, like we have all seen. And Geronda Pace is the biggest liar of them all. And she took to Instagram, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, to say, oh my God, I didn't want to testify. I don't want to testify because I want to enjoy the last few weeks of my pregnancy. But the feds told me that if I don't show up, they'll set out a warrant for my arrest. I was like, you dirty whore. She thought this was a game. She thought this was a game, y'all. She doesn't want to testify because she's told so many lies, and I think now they're getting nervous. I think Geronda might plead the fifth on the stand, y'all. I can see her pleading the fifth, and I want her to plead the fifth. I want her to fucking plead the fifth so that she can look like a fucking criminal, which she is. Geronda has told so many lies. Geronda went to the trial. She skipped school at 16, got a fake ID, fooled the police officers, fooled the sheriff, got let into the trial, stalked R. Kelly. Stalked R. Kelly. And then she extorted him. She extorted him. And I hope that her former friend, Kiana Jones, has been subpoenaed by the defense. I already sent them the video. It's not more we can do, y'all. I know a lot of y'all was sending information. It's literally nothing more that we can do. We have sent them everything. We have tagged them in everything. If they choose to use it, you know, it's up to them. Because everything that we have discovered can be used. And it's up to them in the courtroom to convince 12 jurors that R. Kelly is not an enterprise, which shouldn't be hard to do. Which shouldn't be hard to do. First thing I would ask the jury, are you an enterprise? If you're not an enterprise and R. Kelly's not an enterprise, then you got to acquit him. No one human being is an enterprise. Why is R. Kelly charged by himself? If he is this mob boss, if he is this kingpin, why is it the parents aren't charged? The government is going to tell you that he was bringing minors for years to his house. And some of these minors were with him for years. Then why didn't the parents file a missing person report? The reason the parents didn't file a missing person report is because they're lying. They're lying. That needs to be a line in the opening statements. R. Kelly is not an enterprise, and why the fuck is he the only one charged under RICO? First time this happened in history. And I see people bringing up the Nexium cult. The difference between Keith Raniere and the Nexium cult and R. Kelly is that Keith Raniere actually had a business. Nexium was an actual business where he was charging women to make their lives better. And he was telling them, hey, if you suck my dick, your life will be better. You'll be more spiritual. And he was charging them to do that, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's why he was charged under RICO. Keith Raniere and his entire organization was an enterprise. So the Nexium cult, they were really a cult. And he was branding women and taking their money. That is an enterprise. R. Kelly is not an enterprise. R. Kelly is just an entertainer that has entertained millions of fans for decades. And at a concert, he see a woman that he liked, and he was like, hey, you know, come back with me, chill with me, kick it with me, or whatever. Sometimes those women were one-night stands. Sometimes it turned into something more. No different than any of these other rock stars that have done the exact same thing for decades. How the fuck does that translate into being an enterprise? It's not. So if a man approaches me at the mall or somewhere where I'm out and about and he want to get to know me, is that man a fucking enterprise trying to recruit me? You know, the dumb shit that the feds have, it's just idiotic. People are attracted to other people. And when a man sees a woman he likes, he gonna approach her, get the number, whatever. It's been going on for decades. It's not a fucking crime. It's not against the law. They're trying to make it against the law, and they're trying to say, oh, R. Kelly is this evil person. Oh my God, he found women attractive at his show. He had sex with fans. Oh my God, oh my God. I hate them. I hate the feds. Fuck the feds. Fuck these whores. Somebody was saying that Azriel's sister was already in New York. So maybe Azriel is already in New York too. And maybe they're going to bring her this week or next week. I say next week because Azriel will probably take the stand next week. Because there is no court on Friday. There is no court on Friday because the judge wants to take all Fridays off. Unless it's something important, she's going to take all Fridays off. So this week we're going to have trial on Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to have Friday off, Saturday, Sunday. Then they're going to come back Monday. God bless R. Kelly. God continue to bless this king. They did him so wrong. They did him so wrong. Judge Ann Donnelly is a biased whore. I don't like her. I think she's a racist. And we really, really need to hope for an acquittal. The prosecution can win this case. This case is not open and shut. This case is not open and shut. These accusers are lying. And I hope that they get humiliated on the stand. I hope that they get their stories changed. I really hope the lawyers are very clever. You know, they have got to do everything they can to win this case, and they can. Because this is a case where all of these accusers have a lot of holes in their story, and we have all sent them a lot of information. So it's no excuse for them not to bring their A game. Anyway, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, and fuck anybody who don't like him.